What is up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It's Tuesday night. I hope y'all are doing well. So I have some tools in front of me, which I'll get through. I may or may not diamond paint. We're gonna maybe diamond paint chat, figure some stuff out. I need your help. I need your guys' help with some stuff. So let me get through my tools just so that I'm through them, and we'll go from there. I am using a pen here from Diamond Pen Pal. This one is the Satura pen. It is their chubby slash bumpy style pen, no roll stop on that. In my single placer, I am using Ghost from Diamond Painting Daily, also found over on Etsy. And then we're using in my multi-placer some Putty Crockers cinnamon stick. This is actually a really old putty, so I like it because it's really nice and dry. That's why I let them just sort of age a little bit. And then my trinket tray, it very well fits in with the Butterflies edition of Paint Gem that I'm going to be working on. This is from Sparkling Nana. You can find Sparkling Nana over on Facebook. Beautiful trinket tray and mashing trash pot. Ooh, we love it. Little pot for trash. And then the tray that I'm using, this one is the from Ephemera 3D. You can find Ephemera 3D over on Etsy as well. The Deep 6 has the pour spout in the middle. It's a really nice deep tray, 6 inches long, not super, super wide, so good for the hands. Love this thing too. And then I will probably be working on a kit from the Butterfly edition from Paint Gem. You can find them over at paintgem.com. This is the Butterflies edition, and it has, I think, 16 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 different butterflies inside. So you can go pick that up over at paintgem.com. And then let me say hello to throw things. Let me say hello to everybody that is over in the chat already. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Paula. Hello, Kath and Josh. Hi, Mystical Diamond Painter. Hello, Missy. Hello to Elizabeth and Abby and Heather. Hello, you guys. I hope that you're doing well. For right now, I'm going to set up for diamond painting one of these minis from Paint Gem, but I'm trying to pick a new square kit to work on, and I need your guys' help. And then we'll field some other questions probably a little later on, get through some things. I did already start by putting a few dots on this one, so I'm just going to keep going with that. But I want to figure out a kit to work on, okay? And there'll be some criteria, of course, that you guys will have. Hi, Ashlyn Craft. There'll be some criteria, of course, but I want you guys to help me pick something new to work on, okay? I trust your judgment. Uh-oh, Bacon's gonna scratch the door to get out. Hold on a second. Yeah, I hear you, Bacon. Hold on. There you go. Don't be scratching to get back in now, because I know you will. She's asking to be let out. She'll be asking to be let back in about, I give it 3 minutes. Anyways, evening, Tigger. Hello. So do tell, hold on. I'm going to scoot you guys this way just a little bit. Okay. Don't get seasick. Here we go. That's a little better. Perfect. Okay. So like I said, I need some opinions from you guys and what you think I should work on out of my, I want to do a square. Okay. Color does not so much matter. I'll go over some options in my stash. I think I might want to do something maybe not small, because I don't really have anything small in my stash, to be honest with you. But maybe something that is like smallish, right? So in the 50 by 70-ish range, and or maybe smaller than that if I have one. But I'll go over what I actually own and some options for you guys to choose from. I'm not feeling anything in particular, like nothing in particular is calling to me. So, we can X that out. But what are you guys working on? Hello, Britt, stopping by to show this channel some LOVE. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Let your bacon in, let your bacon out. Let your bacon in, and she'll shake it all about. Oh, yeah, we do the hokey pokey with the cat. It's true. She's chunky style too. She doesn't even care. She loves her size. We love her size. She's not fat. She's just fluffy. Okay, listen. She's just a fluffy cat. We don't have to shame her or anything, but I have paper and pen here so that I can kind of keep a list of the things that you guys are liking the sounds of, that I'm liking the sounds of, as far as what kit to work on. Ooh, Kidding Down, Interstellar Tail Wagger. That one was really cute. And that is also a mouthful. Hi, Jen. Feeling better, but still a bit ill. Anything. Well, I hope that you feel better soon, Jen. Working on Bird's Flight from Realizations, Eric at Karen. I love their kits. They have a nice tight grid. Their renders look good. I like that they're not heavily like edited with regard to the render. Is the cat already asking to be let back in? I think she was. Hopefully the kids will grab her or something and keep her busy. We'll see. We shall see. What blue canvas are we going to pick? Listen. You just finished a DAC Mini Dazzle. Ooh, which one, Missy? We have lots of blue kits to pick from, okay? We got plenty of those. Working on Hades and Persephone from MDD. Yes, Abby. Getting it done, getting it done. As far as what blue kit, Josh, I don't even know. I don't even know. But that actually being said, I was looking at like what artists I have for like a lot of canvases. And obviously I have an ever-growing Morales collection, right? Let me actually, yeah, this is in by artist. So I just finished, I need to take it out of my stash list. Where's my Jamushka? There we go. We finished Star Spirit. That one is all done. So we're going to delete that out of the stash because she's done. I'm also going to edit this so it says Jamushka, just like the rest of my other ones. There we go. All right, let's refresh. Okay, so I have a lot of Chrysabugs, okay? A whole lot of Chrysabugs. And I think I actually finished that one too. Probably. Naomi, I think you're going to love what I'm doing right now. The Water in the Saint by Dakota Dateweiler from DAC. I'm using the DP with sparklers. Ooh, nice, Elizabeth. You use an app to keep track or an Excel. I use an Excel, well, actually a Google spreadsheet to keep track of what I have. I like things like Gems Flow or whatever, but the problem is you can't actually port that information anywhere with Gems Flow. And so I'm like, but then I can't access my own information. Like, what good is that? You're going to kit up Goddess of Spring by Chryssabug next. I was literally just looking at that, Calf, like just looking at it. But Goddess of Spring, that is the Persephone Goddess of Spring, which there's the different versions of Persephone. There's so many of them by Chryssabug. That one in particular, if people are not as familiar, is where Persephone is wearing her beautiful like springtime garland. She's sort of sitting on a springtime throne. It's really beautiful. That was actually on my list So we're going to go ahead and write down Goddess of Spring because that is definitely an option as we are now past the equinox. We're going to put Chrissa on that one. Never mind my handwriting. You use the Paint Joy diamond painting app. Oh, does that cost anything, Britt? So that is definitely an option. Like I said, I've got a lot of Chrissa bugs. I'm not like it doesn't have to be Chrissa bug, but um, if you can think of a Chrissa bug, I probably even have it, especially the blue kits. I don't have Manny. Well, let me read off the Chrissa bugs that I do have. Okay. I have Freya. That's more of a wintry kit, I feel like. Goddess of Night, Goddess of Spring, Hades and Persephone, Medusa, Moon Magic, Persephone, Queen of the Underworld, Sisters of Fate, Owl Sorceress from Jada Gem Shop as well. And then I've got a bunch of Christine Karens. So another one that I wanted to add to my possibly list is actually Forest Sprite by Christine Karen. It's a very kind of spring vibes kit. I'm already doing Cottagecore Witch, which is very springy. But you know, who doesn't need a little more spring? Because I do have a lot of Christine Karens as well. So Forest Sprite is an option. It's free. Oh, nice. Hello, Crafting and Crime Daily. Did you get my message on Facebook? Do you have anything with dragons for Dragon Mania? I don't. I have well, that's not totally true. I have Witch and Dragons reading. I don't really do events though. Like I do DP alongs or whatever, but I don't really do well at participating in events. Like I run events, but I don't really do events. You didn't. Okay. Oh, weird. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna put a dot right here, Rebecca. And when I get done with the live stream, that's my reminder to message you again. I don't know why it didn't send, but um then again, the last 3 weeks of my life have been pretty awful. I'm better now, but I'll send you a message. You shall hear from me, Rebecca. And that's my dot. Somebody will also remind me, probably in the Discord, like, hey, did you message Rebecca yet? And I will say, I'm on it. Message me on 3. Yeah, there's a reason you didn't get a response on 310, Rebecca. I have been literally down and out with cluster migraines. I thought I had a brain tumor. Not cute. But you'll hear from me. Oh, something just happened on my phone. If you just heard a vibrating noise, that was on my phone. But let's see what else we have. I have so it doesn't have to be springy vibes, right? Like I said, I'd like it to be a little bit small, not small, but you know, like 50 by 70 range is good. It doesn't matter if it's blue. I'm not afraid to work on a blue kit. 28 people and only 12 likes. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Oh, so of course my brain goes to, well, she hates me. I do not hate you, I promise. I swear. Oh, it felt really bad too. Um, yeah, cluster migraines got me. This back and forth weather shit we're having is really uncool to the brain. And then 2 bundles of pinched nerves, not good. I went to the chiropractor and got a little adjustment, and that changed my life for the better. Do I like steampunk? Yeah, steampunk's cool. I don't think I have any steampunk though. You can't hear anything. Refresh, Vicky. And hello, Vicky. Somebody tell her to refresh. Unless you guys aren't hearing anything either. Never mind, you got it? Okay. She said, just you, Vicky. So let's see. Let's take a look through. I've got a bunch of color out of place, but I'm not really looking. I'm not really looking to do anything color out of place currently. I sometimes, not recently, but fairly recent, beginning of this year. So not color out of place. Let's see. I've got, while I'm thinking about it, let me write down these sizes too I've got a bunch of Bear Brick Gia too. I could do a Bear Brick Gia. What do we have from Bear Brick Gia? We have Beyond the Clouds, Corals, and Tides, Mooncatcher, and Spiral Dream. And they're all kind of in that smallish range, except for Corals. You guys have any preferences out of those? Beyond the Clouds, Moon and Tide, because Beyond the Clouds is 55.6 by 70.7. And then there's Moon and Tides, which is 55.6 by 73.7. Mooncatcher, which is 55.8 by 50.8. That's a nice small one. And then Spiral Dream is 55.6 by 72.2 to add to the list. Hi, Liana. Hi, Peggy. Oh, you had it go in the speaker in your bedroom. You just released the 60 by 60 steampunk with metallic special drills. Ooh, Josh is also not hearing anything? That's weird. Mooncatcher is super pretty and a quick workup. It's a good point. Okay, so we'll add Mooncatcher to this list of possibilities. It doesn't matter if it's blue. I'm kind of out of the shy away from anything blue stage. 55.8 by 50.8. That's a good size. Okay, and then the Chrysabug Spring, Goddess of Spring, she's 50.8 by 78.8. 78.8. Oop, that's an 8, not a 7. Okay, and then Forest Sprite by Christine Karen is 51 by 66. She's kind of little too. She's cute though. Alondra can hear me. Loves Moon and Tides. I agree. There's not an overwhelming amount of blue in it at all. I'll send my finished one in the chat. Interesting. Okay. For Mooncatcher, I guess maybe she just reads as blue because that's the one where she's like holding the moon and it's blowing her hair back and her hair is kind of pinkish, right? Okay, for those who are just joining, I'm writing down some options for a new kit to work on. And then I think what I might do is once I've got like, I don't know, 5 to 7 to choose from, I think I'll put them on a wheel, like a random wheel, and then maybe have the wheel pick. And if I don't like what the wheel picks, then we'll spin the wheel again. But so far, I'm not disliking any of these options. So I think I would be happy if the wheel picked any of these 3 so far. You completed Mooncatcher last year. It's very dark. Oh, okay. Weren't you wanting to work on a Craftably kit? I only have one Craftably kit, and that's the, hold on one second, the Eva Gamayan / Tatiana Shatsiva kit. If I could find the drills. They're buried right now, must be. I buried them. Oh no. Where did I bury them? Yeah, I've only got the one craftably kit right now. One, there's some half, and the top half is more of a 939. So blue, but I count that as almost black, and 310. Okay. But it's a darker kit. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll keep it on there as an option for now. Maybe I'll take a look at the picture. Okay. So we've got, what other artists do we have a lot of on the stash? Like I said, I've got Color Out of Place, but I just finished Sometimes. When did I work on Sometimes? I'm working on this one, which is around Princess Pearl by Leilani Joy from Daimoon. I just started working on her. I'm just about done with this first row. She's not very big. Star Spirit is finished. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was not super pleased with the finish on that one. I'll go over that in a post review. Okay, so when did I work on Sometimes? That was maybe end of last year. Sometimes, where are you at? Okay. Yeah, that was the end of last year. I finished it in November. So I'm not ready to work on a Color Out of Place just yet. So we'll skip Color Out of Place, even though I've got several of theirs. No. I want to work on a square. I know that for sure. We have got a couple of, okay, so here's where I need to figure out also, do I want something hand rendered or something computer rendered? Because computer render is obviously going to be a little bit more confetti. And I think I want to work on something hand rendered, and here's why. I'm currently working on a round from Daimoon Shop. So I don't necessarily want to work on some computer rendered in square, because I'm also working on Cottagecore Witch, which is pretty confetti heavy. And then I have another one from Picmondu, which it's not computer rendered, but it's also a little bit confetti heavy. So I want to work on something hand rendered, not super confetti. Like, it can be confetti. It does, like, I'm not scared of confetti. Just not something that's like, okay, can I be honest with you? I was actually thinking about, and I'm going to put this on the list. And like I said, you guys are going to help me here. I was actually thinking about a landscape. No, it's not a drill. I wrote on my hand, Liana. I put a dot there so I remembered to do something after the live stream. It's pen. I wrote on myself with pen. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll do like this, and then people will know it's not a drill stuck on my hand. I'll make it a smiley face. And be like, here we go. We'll give it lips. I need a marker. Let's give it some, we'll give it some black lips here. We'll make it a little hand puppet. There we go. There we go. We'll make it a sexy hand puppet. There we go. We'll give it a little beauty mark. There. Now it's a beautiful hand puppet. Okay. Now people are really Bacon. Come on, All right, Bacon's coming back in. Here we go. There you go. Get up on the bed. You silly cat. Okay. So I like how this is escalating. Face reveal. I need to give it some really good eyebrows, though, don't you think? She needs some eyelashes. There we go. Give her some eyelashes. This is a lot harder to do than I thought it was. Okay. Give her some eyelashes. Ooh, she's beautiful. Look at her. She needs a little nose. Just a little nose. Not in just nostrils. We want to give her just like the tip of a nose. Perfect. There we go. She's beautiful. Yes. Yeah, queen. Okay. Now, see, I got myself all off track. Okay, so I was thinking about doing a landscape, right? And I was thinking about doing the Kim Norling secret place. I know it's not 50 by 70. I know it's actually quite big, and I've got a few large girls up there right now. Um, so if we were to do that one, and I can't remember how big is that. Did I put this in? Okay, wait. Kim Norling. I did 104.8 by 69.9 on the secret place. Okay, we'll put one large one on this list. Just one. Secret place. Or wait a minute. I've also got a Sandra Bergeron, which is 83 by 65. Still waters. Okay. Help me. Do I want to put Secret Garden on the list or Still Waters? So Secret Garden by Kim or Still Waters by Sandra Bergeron, which I feel like is more there's a little bit more color blocking on that one. Hi, Chrissy Outlaw 71. So what do you think? A face reveal. She needs a wig, though. Girl needs a wig, don't you think? This girl, I think I also need to. There we go. That's better. She needs a wig, maybe some eyebrows. We don't want to give her too crazy of eyebrows, but we'll give her some eyebrows here. Oh yeah, she's doing it because they're doing it for themselves. Still waters to follow your goal of getting older kits out. That's not a bad idea. Make a wig out of Bean's hair. I'm sure I have enough piled here on the floor that I could do that. Little clumps of his hair everywhere. She won't let you forget anything. No. I have Secret Garden, but I'm with Josh. Still waters. Okay. Still waters. All right, we'll put Still Waters on the list. And Still Waters is a, what was it? 83 by 65. That's not huge. Like it's big, but it's not like massive, massive. Okay. Okay. Like, okay. Let's go backwards now. What about some other square things? I don't know how I don't have a single square Camilla de Erico. That makes me very sad. We've got a bunch of really large Ivy Dolomores. Nothing in square that I want to work on though. Okay. What about that's an older kit. Evening Light by Jeremiah Kettner. That's the one where she has like cats around her and it looks like her top is made out of like yarn balls. That one is 56 by 74. That's not too huge and it's older. That's what she said. Oh no. Not me not knowing what Still Waters is. Still Waters is a landscape by Sandra Bergeron. Was Evening Light in voting again? I don't know. Was it? I'm not certain. Would they put something in voting that they'd already released and then archived? Add it in. Okay. We'll add in Evening Light. And then what else do we have for squares from places where they would be? Gamer. Oh, I didn't mean to ignore your comment, Abby, about Gamer Girl from Jade. That one is a really long one though. That's a bigger one. And I'm trying to stay smaller if I can. Now, I could potentially work on a Morales. I mean, yes, I realize I just did a couple in January, but I've also got more Morales in my stash than literally anything else. So I could potentially do a Morales. Hi, Glory. They did that once before with a landscape, added it in boating. Oh, okay. Oh, it was. Okay, interesting. So if you guys have a specific Morales that you think maybe I could throw in there and not feel weird about. A square though. It needs to be a square and one that I haven't done, obviously. Um, okay, what else do we have? That's a little smallish. Not tiny, but like smallish square. Those are big. Those are big. Creekside Magic? Creekside Magic by Molly Harrison is a, what's the size? That one is a 55.8 by 73.7 in square. And that's an older kit too. Like those are older kits that I have. Naomi, what's on your hand? This, she needs a name. I don't know what her name is, but she's sexy. Royal Cuddle. Ooh. Aries. Desiree says Aries. My oldest Morales. What square Morales do you got? Oh boy. Okay. It has a whole ass story. Okay. Okay. So the rules of the kit. One, it should be a hand rendered kit. So I'm not looking to do anything like computer rendered at this time. Um, two, it should be kind of small. I want to try to stay in like the 50 by 70 to 60 by 80 range if I can. As for what and then square. Doesn't matter if it's blue, that doesn't so much matter, but I'd like it to be square. So as for what Moraleses I have in square and my oldest. So my oldest square Morales, well, my oldest square Morales is actually a Daimoon shop, but we're not going to do those. But my oldest DAC square Morales is probably was Onahime, which I did. And then what other squares? I have Einafel in, these are just my square Moraleses. Einafel, Dark Lilith, Hades and Persephone, Inside Watery Eyes, Love Tessie, Mystery 68, which I just did a mystery, so I don't want to do another mystery. Royal Cuddle, Satura, Yume, Water Tiger, which just came out. Yeah, those are my Moraleses. Do a Morales, they always make you happy. That is true. Want to lock in on Water Tiger? Oh boy, Noelle, do I. But the problem is Aries is square, right? Getting up tomorrow would be fun. Oh, yeah, but I'm not in Aries, and somebody I know is. Just do Satura, it's time. I want to do Satura really badly, but if I start working on Satura, I'm not going to work on anything else. Like that's just, I mean, Water Tiger, I feel like it's going to be the same way because those are literally like my top two favorite Morales kits of all time that Dak is released right now, anyways. Not like my all-time Morales favorite, but for what we have available to us right now, Satura and Water Tiger are the top two. Everybody's Satura. I'm saving, yeah, and I'm trying to save Satura for like me time. And I already just had like a few weeks of not seeing or talking to anybody. We don't want to do that immediately. But let's see. I wouldn't be opposed to adding Hades and Persephone is a little bit large. That's a larger Morales. I already did Einafel. That was the largest, I think, so far, right? Royal Cuddle is very cute with some springy vibes. Save Satura for your 24-hour live. Yeah, I probably would, Missy. Hello, Neva. Ajisai. I'm gonna do Ajisai again. Yes, with you, Noelle. But it's got to be here. I can't kit it up if it's not here, you silly Sally. Okay, we're gonna leave Morales off for the because there's some plans in the works. So we'll hold off on Morales for the moment, even though I'm always happy to do a Morales. Always happy to do a Morales. Because yeah, that will 100% monopolize my time. I would just literally drop everything else that I'm working on and just go, yay, Morales. Because that's what I do. Yeah. Oh, I just said, yes, it was the largest, but I'm already finished with that one. That's why I said Hades and Persephone is the largest that I have currently. Okay. We'll skip Morales for right now. So saith this lady who doesn't have a name. Yeah. Don't do a Morales right now. Okay. What about okay, I put down Creekside Magic. All of my Butter D's are pretty big. Oh, I didn't realize Hades and Persephone by Butter D was so small. That's a 55.6 by 7. But I'm already doing a Butter, another Butter D. Never mind. Skip that. Or I would work on Hot Springs, but I'm not going to do that right now. That's also around. I could work on White Lotus because that one I'm supposed to do for my in-laws for a like an anniversary present. And that's 70.7 by 55.8 Peggy Collins, White Lotus. I must admit, I got Morales to fit into your event. Not my favorite. I know, not popular opinion, but I like you super duper much. I like you back. I like you back, Glory. Call her Margaret Smiley. Yes. My name's Margaret Smiley. I have no hair. It's gonna be right here. And like, work. Do the anniversary kit. You never know if something comes up. That's true. That's true. You never know if you get sick. White Lotus. Okay. What? That's on the list. All right. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. That's pretty good. I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah, I feel good about that. Okay, we have 7 kits. Hold on, let me get a wheel. Let me get a wheel going here. We need a wheel and we need a not that background image on it. We'll go with, what should we go with for a background image? Sure, we'll use this. Perfect. That works. And then let's get rid of these. And then I'm going to put the names on the list. Okay, we've got Goddess of Spring. We'll see what the wheel picks for us, huh? Forest Sprite. We've got Mooncatcher. We've got still, actually, I'm going to take Mooncatcher off just because she's a little dark for me right now. Still Waters. We've got Evening Light. We've got Creekside Magic and White Lotus. Okay, there we go. I have a wheel and I have that. Okay, perfect. Spin for the win. You did Golden Lotus, which should have been called Black Lotus. I agree. I always wondered why they didn't call that Black Lotus, to be honest with you. Because it was black and gold, right? So like why would you call it golden? I mean, I don't know. I thought it was more black than gold. Yes, it had gold in it, but it wasn't like primarily gold. It was primarily black from what I saw. Did you like it? Did you like working on it, Glory? It would also, if it lands on that, it would be one that I haven't worked on anything like that. You know what I mean? I haven't done a landscape. Well, okay, that's not totally true. I've done little mini landscapes from Diamond Design Company, but I haven't done any like honest to goodness landscapes in a while, which is why I had Still Waters and the Kim Norling Secret Place kind of on my mind because I wanted to do a landscape. White Lotus is kind of landscapey though. I feel like it definitely gives landscape-ish vibes. It's not a landscape. So, yeah. Okay. Should I put I just knocked those back down. Should I put Secret Place back on the list? I didn't really take it off. I just didn't add it to the list. I thought maybe it might be a little bit confetti. Okay. I'm going to do, instead of doing the outliney stuff, I think I'm going to do, because that's a lot of black, I think I'm going to do the white on here first and W, whatever W is, gray. I also got to get out some more 310, I think. Uh-oh, where is W? Yeah-oh. W, where are you hiding? I don't see it in there. Did I mix it up with the numbers? No. Oh, there it is. Found it. It was okay. The 310 wasn't bad because I'll do large multiplacers. It had its confetti moments. Interesting. Yeah, I haven't looked at the White Lotus render in a hot minute. So I can't even remember how like confetti heavy that White Lotus even was. Somebody should look at that and tell me how bad of shape I would be in. I mean, granted, I do need to get it done before like June. It's like a super soon date because they're not going to be back until June anyways, and then their anniversary is in July. But somebody look that up and tell me how confetti crazy it looks. I'm not worried about a little bit of confetti. I just don't want it to be like all confetti. You know what I'm saying? So that said, I'll leave Secret Place off the list for now since I do have White Lotus and Still Waters on this one. See, the reason I like Still Waters is because the particular reminds me of a lot of landscape that we have here in Wisconsin. And honestly, if I did that one instead of White Lotus, I would give that one to my in-laws also, I think, because it's it's very much like the landscape here in South Central Wisconsin. Just rolling hills and creeks and, well, they call them cricks here for some weird reason. It's very that. Did I freeze? What happened? Nobody's talking. Scaring me. Y'all are scaring me. Stop being so quiet. Don't leave me alone. Don't leave me hanging, y'all. And then while you're at it, if you haven't already, if you haven't already, tell me what you're working on or tell the group what you're working on. And then I will get the wheel where you guys can see it so that you guys can see what the wheel picks. Unless there's something that you know that I have that you think I should add to it and you're like real insistent that it should. I was honestly thinking about Transcendence from Mystical Dream Diamonds. Like that's been on my mind too, but I'm going to wait on that one also because that one, it's hand rendered, but it's not like a super hand render. It's like got more, there's some computer render in it too. And so I wanted to do something just a little more hand rendered for a while. Kit down complete. Time to kit up Goddess of Spring. Yeah, calf. Still working on Dragon Brigade. Devouring Dragon Adventure by Flossie Fox Shop. That one's cute, Josh. Working on Flowers by Hashwana from Jaded Gem Shop. You're here. Just had to let your dog out quick and working on drawing. Very nice. About 85% finished with that kit. The Jaded Gem Shop. Cute. Working on Goth Beauty Purple by Enamorte. That's a pretty one, April. That's a really pretty one. Oh, good. Everybody's still here. Y'all scared me for a minute. Okay. All right. We're going to put the wheels down, and then I'm going to grab the wheel to put up on the screen, and we'll see what it picks. If we hate it, though, I reserve the right to spin again. I don't think I would hate anything that it would land on currently on this list, because what is on the list right now is Goddess of Spring, Forest Sprite, both very springtimey, Still Waters, which is again very springtimey. I'm okay with that. Evening Light by Jeremiah Kettner, which has got kitty cats. It's got a lot of blues and greens and purples. Love that palette. Creekside Magic by Molly Harrison, which is also very cute. It's an older square also, like Evening Light. It's an older square that I have. And then White Lotus. I think that's a pretty good list. And I don't think I would be upset with any of those if it lands on them. So, all right, let me share the wheel with you guys. I'm going to share screen with this particular wheel. You guys see it? Do you see it? You do see it. Okay. Loving all the purples. Yes, the purples are beautiful. I'm going to make you spin until you land on evening. It's a good one. Okay. I'm going to shuffle it up. Here we go. Let's shuffle this bad girl up here. Here we go. Shuffling. Shuffle, shuffles. Here we go. Okay, spin time. Moise is gonna make me show. Oh, and Josh is in on that too. Uh-oh, what is it? How many times did you want me to spin? You hexing sons of bitches. Look at that. It's meant to be. All right. Evening light it is. Fair enough. We'll be working on a Kettner, I guess. I've worked on a Kettner in a minute. All right. That's all you. It's going to take me a while to dig it out of the closet, though. It's hiding in there pretty good. Okay. Well, in celebration of that, let's do, hold on. Let me grab something. Since I haven't mailed out any the stuff yet, and I've got a bunch of mailing to do this upcoming week, I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway so that whoever wins it can, they can get themselves in on a little something here. We'll do one of these cuties. Yes. Okay. We'll do one of these cuties for a giveaway. So Gary, who has recently joined the Discord, he has been having a little bit of fun with regard to his 3D printer. And he is a newer diamond painter. So he's been printing trays. He's been printing little trash containers. He's been printing cute little dragons, like this little dragon right here, which is absolutely freaking adorable. It's mine, and you can't have it. Okay, look at it. It's so cute. He's been working on his 3D printer, but he 3D printed some things to do specifically with diamond painting stuff. And so he sent me a bunch of stuff, and he's like, well, whatever you don't want to keep, you can give away. And I thought, okay, well, that's cool because I've got lots of things that were extra. There's no freaking way that I would be able to use all of them myself. Okay. So we're going to go like this. Okay. So that all being said, he sent me a bunch of stuff. Hi, Amber. So here's what I know, Liana. It is very cute. It is the devil kitty. So he sent me these little, I don't know, demon cat unicorn bat things. I don't know. It's a little, and it's a trash pot, and you can put your trash in here. And it's like a Furby with wings, but also a horn. I don't know. I thought it was a Furby. Maybe it's not a Furby. Maybe it's a cat without front. I don't know what it is, but it's cute. Look at it. Isn't it adorable? It's a little trash pot. And he 3D printed a bunch of these. They're so darn cute. So I'll have more of them to give away at a future time. But if you want to win this, please help me. A batacorn, sure. A bat catacorn. I don't know, whatever it is. It's adorable. Okay. If you want to win this, all you got to do is help me out with some shipping. But otherwise, please put hashtag pot, because I was going to call it a trash pot. All one. That's too many letters. So put hashtag pot into the chat if you want to win one of these very adorable little catacorn bat thing trash pot. It's very cute. Very, very cute little trash pot. He's there for a little bit. He'll go right there while I work on this. And then you guys can put words into the chat and be counted. Just got to help me with some shipping for an adorable little. And if you've already got things that I'm mailing to you, I'll just throw it in with the other things I'm mailing to you this during this week. Because I've got so many things that got to be mailed out. I had to take some extra time to actually like go and buy supplies to mail stuff out and then like get stuff in boxes. That was fun. But yeah, I've got lots of things to mail, and this will just be one other thing that will go out in the mail, either with somebody's already winnings or all by himself. Go ahead and put hashtag pot if you want to win this adorable little cat, bat, decorn trash pot. Hashtag dragon. You can't have my dragon, Leon. That's mine. It is really cute. It is really, really cute. There's 30 of you. Are you sure only 15 of you want a cute little trash pot for your desk? Is that all? Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. So I'll give you another minute. If you want to win a little trash pot, you got to put pot. All of you guys are just afraid to write pot. You're like, I'm going to go on a list somewhere. Have you seen that one YouTube ad? It's like, I'm not a cupcake, but I sure am baked. And it's just this lady like peeking over the side of a table. I was like, I love it. She's like, I'm not a cupcake, but I sure am baked. It's for some like, I don't know, order your THC by mail sort of places. Don't ask me why I get these kinds of commercials on YouTube. I'm not a pot smoker. But I guess if you put hashtag pot into the chat, get those too. Be careful. Everybody's like, nah, I don't need to be put on a government list, okay? They should have put something else like, I don't know, hashtag crossdresser. See what kind of videos we can get onto your phone. There was a really famous crossdresser in the news today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go search crossdresser news and see what comes up as the first thing in the news today. Hi, Bayou Shit Show. Love the name still. All of our ads are about to get fun. Okay, one last chance here. I'm going to make this small so that you guys can see it one more time. It's this cute little trash pot. So you can put your trash in it, and then it's actually got a nice angle on the back here where it actually like spills out. It's like I don't know, it's just like taller a little bit here, but it's a little like a kitty cat, Furby, unicorn, demon. A great piece of news. Yes. I was in the military. I'm already on a government list. Yes, Amber. I believe that. But yeah, put hashtag pot into the chat one last time. And let's get this given away here. Are you guys ready for this adorable little trash pot to find a home? All right, here we go. I'm going to hit that button in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Who's it gonna be for the win? It's going home with Liana. Oh, it gets to get mailed with your other things, Liana. Yay! Congratulations, Liana. Let me stick your name on a Post-it and put it inside of the trash pot. Liana's. Yeah. That's going with something else to your house. There. It's going to sit right there for now. Congratulations, Liana. You win a cute little trashy cat batacorn. It's we need a good name for it. A catastrophic. No, that's not it. I don't know what you'd call it. Cute. It's adorable. Okay. Congratulations. It's very, very cute. Okay. Where's my bag? There we go. Oh my goodness. American definitely very entertaining today. Put it that way. That was great. That was a great thing to find happening in the news today. Oh my goodness. Anyways, okay, so the next kit that I'll be kitting up is Evening Light. Let me look up some stats on that one, okay? Because definitely we need to know some information about it. Diamond Art Club Evening Light. See what kind of storage I'm going to need and that sort of thing, you know. Here we go. Oh, there we are. Okay. So it's archived, but we voted on it again? That's so weird to me. Going to a meeting. I'll see you all on Discord. Have fun at your meeting, Elizabeth. Okay. So yeah, it was archived, right? Evening Light was archived. And then Melissa says she remembers voting on it again. I don't know if I recall because I probably it probably registered and then immediately just went, oh, not important. I have that one or whatever, you know? So am I surprised? No. I feel like we've done that before though, yeah? Where we voted on something that already archived? That's happened before, yeah? And it kind of makes you wonder why that happens. Like, why are we voting for something that you've already run and then discontinued? Judging to see whether they should bring it back, maybe. I don't know. Very strange. It is a very pretty kit. For those who do not know, I will put a link in the chat so you can go take a look at Evening Light so you know what I'm working on. It's beautiful and it does quite a bit of blue in it. I'm not afraid of the blue. It's a square. It doesn't look too bad as far as confetti is concerned. I'm not too afraid of that. I do love the greens, blues, and purples and the yellow that's in there. That's nice. It is 49 plus 2 Aurora Borealis. So this was before even fairy dust. We also had quite a few images in this round that have been in previous. Yes, that I remember seeing. I remembered seeing some of the ones in voting that we had already voted on. And I'm like, you just going to be doubly sure what's happening? So 51 total colors, which means that I can probably get away with putting it into a one of my Craftmates because a Craftmates holds 56. So I will probably kit that up into a Craftmates container. I'm all right with that. So I did a thing and got one of those small cobalt toolboxes. If it comes back, do they add new drills or does it? I would imagine that they would probably, if they're gonna like bring it back, that maybe they would bring it back with some specials because like they've brought back other kits in the past as like, okay, this one we're gonna release in square or like with the Yume flower delivery, they redid the render on that. They updated the render, fixed some things that they felt needed fixing, some parts of the image that they felt like maybe were not as crisp or crystal clear as they thought it could be by changing the size and making some adjustments. Um, and that's something too, like some of these kits that come from before there were fairy dust, it is nice to see some of them get a little upgrade in the render because otherwise, kind of boring. Kind of boring. Hi, Monica. I got a small cobalt toolbox too. Okay, so what are these small cobalt toolboxes? What am I missing? Is this like a thing? Is this something that's like a new trend? The Mica Gelina at Black Friday. Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, some of them I feel like would definitely You're talking about the one where she's like a gypsy sitting in front of the gypsy caravan or whatever, right? That one? No, 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 no. Yes. Yes, because there's a little cat eye in the bottom of that one. She is sitting in front of a gypsy caravan, like a gypsy wagon. Um, and that one got an updated render, and I think she probably got some updated specials too. The Cobalt Toolbox was real popular in the DAC VIP group. I missed it. I'm not in DAC VIP. I am not one of the cool kids. So what's special about it? Somebody should send me a link in Discord so I know what you're talking about. What's special about it? Anything, or it's just a toolbox? Like what's I'm not trying to be a shit. I'm like literally asking like what is different about it? Is it just a thing that gained popularity? Or is there a specific reason why that one's like really cool to have? Fact finding expedition, part 1. I hear Justin yelling at Beans about something. People like to use it to store pens, washi, etc. It was just trendy and it came in pretty colors. Remember caboodles from back in the day? For those of you who are like old enough to remember how, like, yes, there are still caboodles. I understand, but back in the 90s, oh my God, if you didn't have a caboodle for your makeup, like just crawl under a rock, you weren't cool. I have one. I have a blue one, top part and the base. Okay. Smallish and comes in colors like pink, and it's just the latest trend. Okay. Like just a little table toolbox. Okay. Interesting. I've got a few different things that as far as like toolboxes or whatever, but mine are usually practical items that sit out on the table versus like a toolbox that I would put in, because I put things in a set of Sterlite drawers next to me underneath the desk. And then inside of the Sterlite drawers, it's like a 3-drawer system. I have a lot of these types of so like for instance, I've got like a square one that has a rubber bottom and it's got rubber feet on the bottom of it, so that it doesn't slip around or whatever. I've also got ones that they literally fit perfectly from front to back. They go all the way to the front and back of the Sterlite bin, and you can put them like rows of them. But I've got a lot of my stuff inside of my Sterlite drawer, which has like an area for my trays, an area for my extra stuff, whatever. And then I do also like I've got a couple of different pen holders. So like this is just a pen holder that I picked up at like a I don't know, like a Staples or whatever, Walmart probably. It's probably Walmart. But yeah, I picked up like a pen holder that I put my pens in, or I've got another one that was actually like poured resin that I got from Mary Morales Year One, that I'll use that. Otherwise, I have like a 3D printed pen holder from, this one is from Picmondu, but I've gotten pen holders from other places too, where, I could put my pen on that or whatever, having trinket trays. But I don't know, like a toolbox, I don't know that I would ever end up even using it. But you can still get it at Lowe's. Interesting. I think Lowe's is trying to hide them so people don't buy them out again. Oh, interesting. Like caboodles, they look like the stacking toolbox mechanic. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, Mystical, I think you're a little bit behind because that giveaway was a while ago. But yeah, so I'm behind the times probably. I have a really hard time too. I feel like uh I do well with regard to keeping things organized, but I'm one of those people that like I have to have things back in the same places every time that I use them or I lose them so easily. Like ever are you one of those people that you're not you're not super super chaos, right? But yes, you've got clutter, right? And then when somebody comes behind you and cleans up your clutter, then now you're completely lost and you don't know where anything is, because that's kind of how I am. It's like, yes, I've got clutter. Yes, I've got a bit of a mess, but it's my mess and my clutter. And I know where it is in my mess and in my clutter. And if you start moving things on me, I'm never going to see it again. Like it's going to be gone forever. I've cleaned my house and lost things for like generations. And and it's not excuse me, it's not because I'm like, my house is full of garbage or anything. It's just I got a kind of a clutter mess. Organized and never-ending doom piles. Yes. Don't touch it or I lose my mind. I'm right there with you. It's like leave my chaos alone. Worry about your own chaos. And so like my craft room is, yeah, it's kind of chaos, but I know where everything is. You're always organized, Vicky. Well, then you are definitely doing better than I'm doing on that, because I am definitely I'm it's organized, but in a way that I understand. But a toolbox doesn't sound like a terrible idea. I also feel like I tend to use the same tools like over and over. I don't switch it up too much. So I tend to only keep out the things that I know I'm going to use kind of over and over again. Um, yeah, I'm probably terrible for that. I'm a bad example. I'm a bad influence. I got something on here, piece of dirt or something. Get out of there. There we go. Nobody cleans up my clutter. I constantly try to figure out new systems. I've been known to compare my family situations to an anthill where I constantly try and clean up and they mess it up. Yeah. Yes. Being organized lets me stress on other things. Okay, Vicky. Whatever works. Um, I remember like when I would clean the house, especially like when we lived in our trailer, which is teeny tiny. And it's amazing how much just shit that you can, not like garbage, but just like stuff that you can fit in. Oh, I missed a bunch. That you can fit inside of a trailer, honestly. And so as I was cleaning, it'd be like I would have to make piles. Okay, this is going to the kitchen. This is going to the living room. This is going to the kids' room. This is going to my room, whatever. And then I would have to like, after I made piles, then I would have to like organize based on the piles. But I'm also one of those people who can spend an afternoon sitting down on the floor and like alphabetizing my DVD collection. I'm so busy focusing in on the like the little picture of things that I'm not getting a whole lot of the big picture done. I'm terrible for that. But I love to sort things. Like I love things to be sorted, but I'm chaotic and don't want to sort anything until it's time to sort things. It's the struggle of autism. Oh, it's fun. Like, what can you do? What can you do? You do the best you can. Oh no, her lipstick has run. Look at, oh no, girl, you look a mess. Even her beauty dot is all over her face now. Looks like a beauty star. Okay, umbrellas. There we go, umbrellas. So, not the most fun, but I do my best, okay? I do my best. Okay, let's see here. So, evening light. I may have to see if I can pull that out and maybe we can look at it. Have I even opened that one? Like, I don't even know if I've opened that box yet. I don't think I've ever even unboxed that kit. And I don't need to do like an unboxing video or anything. I mean, we could do it right here, right now, as long as I can find it in my closet. But we might have to look at it and see what we can do for specials on that one because I don't, with two ABs, only two ABs. And the two ABs are like probably not all that spectacular. Let's find out. The two, whoops, the two ABs. Oh, it doesn't even have the freaking, you know how they usually show you the list? Okay, wait. It has a yellow and a teal AB. And it shows like the old drills. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. It's getting serious now because even the drills on the picture look like the old style that they packaged the drills. We're talking like in the Wayback Machine. Okay. We might have to fish this out of the closet. All right, let me get these drills laid down and then I will see if I can find it in the closet. If I can find it in the closet, then yes, Liana, we will just go ahead and have an unboxing right here, right now, and see what's what. Because we're maybe going to need to find something to do with this pretty girl. Because imagine I can just leave it as it is. I mean, Melissa, you said you worked on it, right? So I'm sure it can be left alone. But if we can zhuzh it up, then why not zhuzh it up, I say. Bacon, what are you doing over there? Are you trying to leave again? This cat, she's the most bipolar cat in the whole world, I think. She's like out, in, out, in, out, in, staring at the door. Stop staring at the door. It's not going to open for you. Hey, quit it over there. She's like, let me out. I'm trapped. Yeah, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get the door for you. Here you go. But you're going out this time. You're not coming back in for another 2 minutes. Bacon does what she wants. It's true. I feel like I remember Evening Light released Black Friday 2019. Yeah, I can't even remember. I'm not sure. Because I've had it for a hot minute. And I'm trying to remember if I bought it. I'm almost positive that I bought it new. Not on a D-stash. I don't believe that I bought Evening Light on a D-stash. I believe I bought it new, but I don't know if I bought it on like a restock or if I bought it when it released. I don't think I bought it when it was brand new, like from its first release, because I wasn't buying squares then. I was only buying rounds then. It's very possible that this one was one that I purchased on a restock, or I'm almost positive I didn't get it from a D-stash. I guess I'll know if it's shrink wrapped because, or I'll know more about it if it's shrink wrapped because if I don't have any shrink wrap on it, then it was more than likely gotten via a D-stash. But she sure is pretty. And I don't think I've purchased any other Kettners. I had Unicorn Girl, which I did, and then Evening Light, which has cute kitties on it. And actually, I was thinking about that one for my oldest kid because she likes cats. And I thought she might like it for her. And if she doesn't, that is okay too. But yeah, I don't remember whether I got it new or if I got it on a restock new. So I don't remember buying it from D-Stash, but who knows? Maybe I got it from a D-Stash and I don't even remember doing so. Totally possible. I am known for doing those types of things. Plus, I feel like she's kind of giving a little bit of springtime vibes, don't you think? Just a little spring. Just a little something. A little springtime something. Okay, that's that. And all I have left are the black lines in here, which shouldn't take too long. But I will cover it up and we'll finish. Hope I didn't just put that backwards, but it doesn't matter because it's not going to cover it anyways. Okay, we're just going to cover that up like that. Move some things out of the way. Liana, I'm going to put your trash tray in a safe place. Okay. I need to see whether I can even find this thing first, if I can unbury it. So give me a second. Let me dive into my closet here and see what we can find. How far down is it? Let's see. Where's it hiding? Oh, it's like on the bottom of the stack. Yeah, we won't be getting that out tonight. It's on like literally the back row and like second from the bottom. So we're just going to hold off on grabbing that out for now. It'll be on my list of things to do because I will have to literally pull my closet out, like all the things in the closet out one at a time. That's okay. I did it to myself. When I put things in there, I had to put them in there the way they'd fit. So it's okay. Keep him with his dragon buddy. Oh, yes. Yes, he's with his little dragon buddy. He's fine. Yeah, it'd be like Jenga. Yeah, exactly. We don't need to play box Jenga right now because like I said, I have to pull out the entirety of the closet in order to get at it. So I think once I move I have like my Moraleses are stacked against the back. I think those are fine to stay where they're at. The only problem is that because it's on the bottom, like the way that I have to get it out of the stack is going to be a little tricky. So I have to pull things off of the stack in order to get to it. So we'll have to work some magic in order to get in there, but it's okay. It's totally okay. We'll get there. I think that'll be a fun one to work on, though. Did you enjoy working on it, Melissa? Was it something that you enjoyed working on? Like enough that if, they decided to revamp it or whatever, would you work on it a second time? I mean, a lazy Susan. Oh my gosh. Or a closet like Share from Clueless has, where I just plug in the information and it sends out my outfit. But in this case, it would be like sending out my kit. That would be very useful. There just needs to be a better way to store a stash anyways. And speaking of, you know what? Actually, I need to do an updated stash video pretty soon here. So maybe I will give it a beat, and then when I pull everything out for my stash video, I'll pull it out then. Because yeah, I do need to do an updated stash video pretty badly. So maybe and then I'll get out Evening Light, but that's on the list of to do. I have so many other things to do right now that, like, the filming things, they're on the back burner for the moment. Ooh, dropping stuff. So that's on the list. I'll pull it out when I do that. Your favorite videos? I like them too. I like them too. Okay. So hold on. Gotta grab my here. We're gonna go to play a okay. We're gonna play a would you rather game. You're gonna play with me. This one does not have any specific, at least that I can tell, that I've grabbed up. This one doesn't have any like specific topics necessarily, but we're going to play a quick would you rather game with our last, like, I don't know, what do we have? Like half an hour. Okay. So this one is going to be like a mix of like fun, cozy, chaotic, thoughtful, just random. Okay. Random would you rather. Would you rather, you guys included, never need sleep or never feel tired? Would you rather never need sleep or never feel tired? Which, sure, you could think of those as similar, but you could never need sleep but always be tired when you never need sleep. See, I already never feel tired. Like, that's part of my problem with regard to sleeping anyways, is that I never feel tired. So my body never tells me, "Hey, you should like go lay down." Um, and that gets me into big trouble when it comes to my schedule. So if I'm going to never be tired anyways, then I guess never need sleep. Because if I never needed any sleep, oh my gosh, the amount of diamond painting that I would get done if I didn't have to sleep. Yeah, see, Missy's with me on that one. Because, yeah, I already don't feel tired, but then, like, I don't sleep when I should. And then I oversleep when I need to be awake because I'm tired during the daytime. It's all dumb. Okay, what about then you might not be able to afford a DP? I know, right? Because I'd be doing all of them. Would you rather always have perfect weather or perfect timing? Oh, would you rather always have perfect weather or perfect timing? See, timing is like everything, right? Because if you've got good timing, then you can do just about anything anytime, because you know the perfect time to do it. So, I mean, perfect weather, sure, yeah, that's all nice and everything, but really, what is perfect weather? I'm going with perfect timing. The amount of cool things that you would be able to accomplish with perfect timing versus just the weather always being nice, meh. You can move to places that have better weather. That goes for you too, Liana. You can always move somewhere with better weather. Perfect timing in whose eyes? In your own. It'd be perfect, your own perfect timing. Oh, okay. Would you rather restart your life with all of your memories or none at all? So you have to restart your life, but you either restart your life with all your memories or none of your memories. Well, see, okay, so here's the thing, right? I believe in reincarnation. I am one of those weirdos who believes that reincarnation is a real thing because, like, molecules, like, energy doesn't just disappear, it has to go somewhere. So I've always felt like your energy comes back, right? And that we're always brought back, but without memories of our past lives. So I think that I would rather have my memories than to not have my memories because then I don't have to make the same damn mistakes twice. Although it depends on how great you think your life is. Like, obviously, if I made different choices, I wouldn't have my kids, I wouldn't have Dustin, I wouldn't have the house that I'm in. It could be even worse than it is now. But I say if I got to be reborn, like, then I'd rather know what I know so that I don't repeat the same mistakes. So I don't have to make the same mistakes, you know? As an ADHDer, I'm overwhelmed with tiredness several times a day. Right? Okay. Would you rather be incredible at one thing or pretty good at many things? I feel like I'm already pretty good at many things. I don't think I'm incredible at any one thing. Uh, at least not that I'm aware of. Um, so yeah, I guess I would rather, yeah, be pretty good at many things because that can get you pretty far in life to be pretty good at many things rather than incredible at just one. I mean, granted, yes, there are people who are like savants and they'll do just incredibly at one thing, but they're just kind of a moron with everything else. So, nah, I think I would rather be pretty good at many things versus just amazing at one thing. Yes, a jack of all trades. Would you rather always get honest answers or always get kind answers? I will tell you right here, right now, I would absolutely rather get honest answers. Kindness is great, but it's only kind to like your basically to yourself, not to the person that you're talking to. It isn't kind to lie to someone. I mean, yes, there are white lies that could make someone feel better about a situation, but like if I say, "Hey, do I have a booger in my nose?" and you're like, "No, you look great." And I go out with a booger in my nose or a shitty outfit and I look stupid, how kind really was that? That wasn't very kind. I don't believe that I don't believe necessarily like yes, it is better sometimes to be kind, but I would much rather that for me personally that someone always be honest versus always be kind. And I think a lot of that practicality comes from the autism, honestly, because I'm very honest with people and not trying to be hurtful to anyone. Like I'm never trying to be hurtful. I'm trying to be helpful. And not everybody always looks at it that way. Um, but I don't ever mean harm to anyone when I'm being honest. And I guess I would rather others be honest with me than to be kind and not tell me the truth. You know, I don't think that's kind. I would like to be the very best in the world at one thing. Okay, okay. Yeah, everybody's with me on the honesty. I agree. I don't think that dishonesty is as kind as some people think that it is. Like, just tell me what's up. Obviously, there are kind ways to say things in an honest way. Like, you don't have to be brutally honest. You can just be honest. Nobody says that honesty must be brutal, but I think I would much rather that somebody be honest. Um, would you rather live in a tiny home or in a huge house that you can't fill? Oh, that's bullshit. I can fill any huge house. Oh, shit. Honest answers can be kind. It gives a person a chance to better themselves. That part. Hi, Lee and Lenore. Yeah, I would much rather have a huge house because there's no such thing as a huge house. Um, I can always fill a house. I don't care how huge you make it. You know how huge that house would have to be for me to not be able to fill it? Do you know how many things I collect? Too many. I already know what it's like to live in a tiny house. We lived in a trailer. Granted, yes, it was a three-bedroom trailer, but it was not like a luxury three-bedroom trailer. It was it was still a trailer, and having, two adults and two kids in a trailer, not the best time on the planet. No, I've already done a small enough house. I don't want to go any smaller than that. In fact, I talked to Dustin about that because he was like, "Yeah, we should do, like just give everything up and live in a van." And I was like, "Do you know how much shit you collect? There's no way that you could live in a van, nor could I. Maybe vacationing, but to live, like to actually habit to live in forever and not just for like a vacation, never. It would not happen. You know how fast we have that sucker filled to the brim with just shit we didn't need? Too fast. My house now is empty enough that my footsteps echo. Oh, for someone who can have a hard time reading people, I need them to be honest. I'm with you on that, Desiree. Um, Oh God. Would you rather have your life narrated or have a theme song that plays? Okay, so like my theme song for my channel is a little annoying. However, there was this person whose channel shall remain nameless, and the theme song for that particular channel so bad. And if with my luck, legitimately, that would end up being my theme song. Oh my God, my theme song would be terrible. However, are we talking like Morgan Freeman or like David Attenborough, or just like sitting somewhere just constantly narrating everything that I'm doing? Now, Naomi lays one drill and then two drills. That would be so. Oh my God. Terrible. Just terrible. Um, I mean, but are we talking like the theme of like Friends? Like, so no one told your life was gonna be this way. No, I don't think I need a theme song. I'm telling you, my luck, it would be awful. It would be the worst theme song. Depends on who's narrating it, I guess. Hopefully I'm getting a good narrator and it's not like, I don't know, Steve-O or something. Steve-O will become the narrator of my life. It'd be perfect. As long as I get to pick the narrator, I guess that's all right. We'll go with narration. Because I imagine any theme song for my life is just not going to be. Oh, the Helen Mirren Instacart ad. Oh. Oh, Gilbert Gottfried. Yes. Does this mean the person is like narrating also when you're like intimate with your partner? only it'd be like it's some sort of like a nature doc. Oh, that sounds amazing. Yes, narrator, because I know my theme song would be terrible. Also, how often does this theme song play? I mean, is it like every time you walk into a room, it's what like introduces you to the people? You like walk into the grocery store and all of a sudden it just blasts song as you walk in, like entering a like entering the freaking wrestling ring. Like John Cena. Oh, I love it. Okay. Would you rather be able to talk to animals or speak every human language? Oh, be able to talk to animals or speak every human language. Okay. So being able to speak every human language comes along with the idea that I want to speak to every human being, which I do not. So I would much rather be able to speak to animals because animals sometimes can make better company than every human. So I'd rather be able to speak to every animal than every human. Yes, it would be very interesting to be able to speak every human language. There's so many human languages that are dead or dying. Like there are less than I feel like now don't quote me on the number. It's a low number though. There are less than X amount of people who still speak like the Navajo language, which was part of why they used Navajo code breakers during was because there's so few people who actually speak it. Um, so would it be really freaking handy to know every human language so that you could teach those human languages to others so that they don't die? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. But again, that's assuming that I want to speak to every human, which is not the case. I think I'd just rather be able to speak to animals because then I could then Beans could actually tell me what he's bitching about most of the time, and I don't just have to guess and try everything. Oh, here's food, here's water, here's a walk, here's a pet, here's a whatever. Like, he's real annoying with it sometimes where I have to like work it out like he's an infant. It would just be much easier if I could understand him and he would just be able to tell me like what the hell he wants. That would be way easier in my opinion. I think I heard Latin is also slowly starting to die. Not surprising. I mean, the love languages like Spanish and Italian, French, those are all Latin based languages. But yeah, Latin itself is definitely starting to die. I mean, unless you're like Catholic church type person, then there's not really a need for e pluribus unum. Or what makes animals better company is because they can't talk. You know, could be right on that. Would you rather be feared or respected? Respected. I don't know who would choose to be feared instead of respected. I think there is like because fear doesn't equal respect. If people fear you, they're just scared of you. They're not like that does not equal respect you. So why you would want somebody to fear you rather than respect you, I don't know. So definitely would want to be respected. Would you rather would you rather have a rewind button or a save point so that you could go back to that save point? Not like rewind, like let's say, okay, wait, let me verify or clarify. Would you rather have a rewind button that will allow you to go back, let's say 10 minutes, or a save point which allows you to like have these points in your life that you could go back to at any time, but you have to like take the full leap back to, I don't know, a year ago or 15 years ago, like not just 10 minutes ago where you could rewind and try again. So, would you rather be able to rewind to 10 minutes ago or go to a save point at, these specific points in your life? That's a hard one. I think I would like to probably go back to a save point. I think that'd be really handy. Really, really handy. Because then I'd be like, okay, I'm about to walk into this situation that's new and different. I'm going to save here. And then, maybe it isn't 10 minutes ago, but could be 3 hours from now. We'll see where it really, goes off the rails. And then I'll try again or whatever. So, yeah, I'm going with a save point. I think I'd go back and see my grandparents. Yeah, right? There you go. Okay, would you rather mm, would you rather always get closure or always get second chances? Ooh, that's a hard one. Would you rather always get closure or always get second chances? I don't know. Is like people, there are people out there that I feel like when you cross a certain boundary, like there aren't second chances for those people, right? Not in my mind. Um, have there been times where I've wished that I had a second chance at something? Sure. But I don't think that, man, there are some things that if if I could get closure on certain things, then, like I feel like I would be better at moving on and just like accepting and what have you. Ooh, that's hard. Would you rather always get closure or always get second chances? I mean, I feel like most people get second chances. You know what I mean? Most people have the chance to try again, um, even undeservedly. I think some people are always trying to get like third and fourth and fifth chances, but to have closure, I don't know, I feel like closure is a very handy thing, a very handy thing. So I'm going to say closure. Yeah. Second chances, then I could decide not to interact with certain people in the first place. I like it, Abby. I like it. um, oh, okay. How about this? Would you rather always win arguments or always avoid them? Would you rather always win arguments or always avoid them? I don't know. I feel like some arguments are unavoidable, and I really do love to win an argument. I know that's petty as shit, but I really do love to win an argument. Am I also right though? See, that's a question. What good is winning an argument if you're not correct? So I do feel like I tend to avoid arguments because one, they're like most of the time it's just opinions, right? It's not actual factual information that I need to carry on with my life. So I just avoid them anyways. I do really like to be right, but I think I would just rather avoid, I think I would rather just avoid arguments altogether. Yeah. As much as I like to be right, I have to be right though. You know what I'm saying? Like, what good is winning an argument if you're not correct? And if you're the only person who feels like you're correct, then you didn't really win anyway. You know, shouting somebody down doesn't equal being correct. I know a few people that could learn that actually. That just because you were able to shout louder did not mean that you were correct. It just meant that I didn't want to hear you shouting anymore. or being belligerent or stupid. You know what I mean? Conflict is too stressful. I agree. There are some arguments that I wish I could have avoided. Yeah. Um, would you rather be able to change the past or see the future clearly? Would you rather be able to change the past or see the future clearly? Oh, man. Um, like, I don't know that changing the past is better. You know what I mean? Like, because that just means that I didn't end up where I am now. I think being able to see the future clearly means being better prepared to make better choices. You know what I mean? If you can see the future clearly, then you know what you're doing or what you're about to do, and maybe you can sidestep it and avoid it. So I don't think I need to change the past, but I definitely think I need to be able to see the future more clearly. Yeah, they both have consequences. Very true. It's very, very true. Um, okay, here's an easy one. Would you rather never have to clean or never have to cook? Would you rather never have to clean or never have to cook? I like cooking. I just don't like doing dishes after cooking. If I could just not do dishes after cooking, that would be great. I gotta clean the damn dishes afterward. Um, yeah, I'd rather never have to clean than to never have to cook. But if somebody doesn't clean, then uh, just well, I'll put it to you this way. I've been busy the last couple few days, because for 3 weeks I couldn't do shit. So you can put that together for yourself, what that looked like and why it took me, 3 days to do it. Yeah. Never cook. You hate cooking? Oh, no, not never cooking. Um, let's see. Ooh, here's a good one. Would you rather have a pause button for conversations or a pause button for emotions? Would you rather have a pause button for conversations or a pause button for emotions? Um, probably, ooh, I would probably take a pause button for emotions, probably because I tend to I'm better now than what I was at just being reactive to shit, where before, like, I would get angry enough in a conversation that I was crying, and not because I was sad or embarrassed or whatever, but because I was so angry and knew that like, I can't punch this person straight in the face. So I would cry because I was just so freaking mad and I couldn't do anything about it. And so if I could have like put a pause button on those emotions and just like take a beat, give it a minute, and then otherwise I always felt like I've shown this person my air quote weakness because I've cried in front of them and they think that I'm crying because I'm, sad or that they've really hurt my feelings or whatever, when really it was like, I'm crying so I don't destroy you right now. Does that make sense? So I think I would rather have like, you angry cry too. Yeah, it's hard. Hello, Jenny. Um, Conversations, then I have time to think of a good comeback. Um, it's just, yeah. I think I would much rather be able to pause my emotions so that I don't cry and I can still like gather my thoughts without like just immediately choking the shit out of somebody because I'll tell you what, man, there have been many a time where it's like, this is me crying instead of choking you unconscious. And I hate it. I hate it more than anything because, again, like that person looks at you like, ooh, I got them because they're crying. I'm like, no, you don't got me. I'm just really trying not to kill you right now. All right, let's see. Would you rather have a cluttered mind or a cluttered space? Would you rather have a cluttered mind or a cluttered space? I would rather have a cluttered space, which is, I think, probably why my space is cluttered, is so that I can kind of keep my mind from being cluttered. I don't think necessarily that a cluttered mind equals having or a cluttered space equals having a cluttered mind. Um, Shit, I know some people who are very well organized in their space, but their like mind is a freaking, I don't even know, a mess. So, yeah, I would rather have a cluttered space and then hopefully I can keep my mind the runway clear for my brain. You already have a cluttered mind? That's right. Yes. Would you rather be remembered or be at peace? Would you rather be remembered or be at peace? Honestly, I struggled with this one for a really long time. I feel like, yeah, being remembered is great for those who like really want to make a mark on the world. And yeah, for a long time I was really sad that I'm probably not gonna leave like this incredible indelible mark on the world, but I made marks on people while I was here, and those people that I made a mark on them, that will be remembered, even if it's only for the space of time that they're alive, then that I'm at peace with that. So I will say I would much rather be at peace. Because I know a lot of people who, they work their whole lives at trying to be remembered and they don't ever really find peace. So if you are good to the people that you're here on this earth to affect, then great. You affected those people and they'll remember you as long as they remember you. And I'm at peace with it. So I would much rather be at peace, I think. What if I'm remembered for something embarrassing? That part. Yeah, Desiree, I'm with you on that. Like, I want my kids to remember me. I'd like some of you to remember me. Those of you who, like if I've touched your life in some sort of way, remember me for that thing. But yeah, there could be people out there remembering me for, I don't know, stupid shit I said in middle school. Uh-oh. Mm. Would you rather, last one, would you rather be great at planning or great at improvising? Okay, as the last one, I would much rather be great at improvising. I think that I am pretty damn good at improvising. I can come up with things on the fly. I'm not too rigid on a schedule or a script or whatever. In fact, improv was one of my very favorite things to do at Ren Fair. It's one of the things I was the best at doing. Um, nah, I'd rather be much better at improvising. I find that when I'm too rigid in a plan, I can get thrown very easily. So I've learned to just take it as it comes. Take every day, every interaction, every moment as it comes because you just don't know. You just don't know. Better to have a backup plan for your backup plan and then just see where it takes you and be ready to make a right turn when you're supposed to take a left turn because sometimes you just got to. You don't have much of a choice, right? All right. Boom. Look at that. We did it. And you guys, it could up my TTRPG. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, you guys, that is all I have for you. Um, uh, Corinne, we should speak because yes, I worked at Bristol for 10 years. Um, I don't know it like when you worked there, but I was the director of the Bristol Busk and Frolic for several years, and then I did other things besides that at Bristol. We might actually know each other, lady, or you might know my daughter, Aurora. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I'm gonna boot scoop buggy out of here, but I will be around on Saturday. Don't worry, Rebecca, if you're still there. I didn't forget you. Look, my hand puppet has reminded me. My hand puppet has reminded me that I definitely need to give you a message, so I definitely will. Um, but oh, glass of wine. You better, yes, Desiree, get that glass of wine. Yes, I will be back here on Saturday for sure. I will be messaging people, etc., and then messaging in the Discord. Not sure what's going on otherwise with that, but I'll see you guys around where I see you. As ever, I hope that wherever you are in this great big wide wonderful world of ours, that you are having a glorious morning, evening, or afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.